For this lesson, we're going to be creating squares with a specific measurement in mind. In the first box, it's asking for us to create a square that has a distance of 2½ inches between the diagonals, so one end to the other this way. That's kind of an odd request, so I'm going to show you a really easy way to do that. And of course, it's going to start off with one of my favorite shapes, a circle. So we know that the distance between endpoints is 2½ inches. So we're going to create a circle with that diameter. In order to do that, we need to cut that dimension in half, which would equal 1 1/4 inch. And I measured it out on an index card already. So I can set my compass to that measurement. Again, I'm going to put one tip at 0.0, and I'm going to use the wheel to move the graphite and take a couple of practice swipes. If that lead is going through the point that I measured out, then we know we have the correct setting. We're then going to find what visually looks like the center of our drawing space and create a circle with that diameter. Okay. Of course, we're supposed to create a square with that dimension. So the next thing we're going to do is use our 45, 45, 90-degree triangle. And you can sort of see the little hole, the pinprick made by my compass, and that is marking the exact center point of my circle. I have my 5H pencil with me because I'm going to use some construction lines and create lines cutting 45-degree angle, both going up and to the right and up and to the left. It kind of looks like the emblem for X-Men right now. Kind of fun. But this is not a square. What we did do is we found the end points of where the square will be drawn. And now I can grab my H pencil and connect the dots. So this intersection to this intersection. And I have a vertical line just by resting my triangle on my horizontal parallel bar. Okay, so that's pretty nifty. I got something stuck under it too, apparently. So I'm going to use my object weight lines. To connect the ends of my square. And now I have created a square with a distance of 2½ inches between each side. If we're going to create a square, like a perfect square, with 2-inch side lengths, we're going to have to do something a little different. We're going to start off again with a circle, and I'm going to set my compass to 1 inch. That way I can draw a 2-inch diameter circle. There's my practice swipe. It's right on the money. So now I'm going to find what looks like the center point of my drawing, and I'm going to twirl. I'm keeping my circles light because the circle himself is not the point of the drawing. It's the final square. The reason I'm doing this is because, and I'm going to grab my 5H pencil, I'm going to find where the outside edges of that circle are, create some construction weight lines, use my parallel bar for the other two ends. Sorry, I moved the camera. Okay, and now that I know where those intersections are, and I've used 90-degree angles because that's what I was using my triangle and my parallel bar with, I can now darken in those lines with object weight lines and my H pencil in order to create my square. So I'm going to measure here and here. Okay. And just as a follow-up, I'm going to go back with my scale and take my measurements, and that is 2 inches, and this diagonal is measuring at 2½ inches.